it out already!
Hello friends, welcome back to another Rue Valley loop.
Come on, you thief!
We already have four intentions that we need to complete. And the first one is eavesdrop on Anita, which you got in the last episode. We don't need to take
I'll break you
to
open if I
fix
have
the
to.
vending machine. So let's just go to Anita's bar, the Kuiper Belt. Okay, I'm not sure if we can complete this. We need to find Anita. Oh, yeah, she is outside the bar. Uh, so, eavesdrop, yeah, okay. I was hope I was hoping this will happen. Uh, uh, let's let's go behind the barrels. Okay. The pungent smell of stale beer is so overwhelming that it has a presence.
What?
Her grip on the phone tightens, plastic crackling in the process. With the other hand, she spins the token with such fury, you're afraid she'll cause a localized tornado. A brief pause follows while she listens to Richard, daggers shining in her
I
eyes.
understand that, Richard. But you don't seem capable of understanding my instructions. So, I'm going to repeat them one more time and hope they get through all the noise in your head. Here's what will happen.
Oh, she's talking with her ex-husband. Robin will accept the invitation. You will make sure that the university's board disregards that whole past the deadline issue.
What is it now?
She squints her eyes and wrinkles pop up. In an instant, anger has added dozens of years to her face. Seems like her evening has turned into a real shit hurricane, and she's trying to fend it off with an umbrella. Well, no need to take it out on
What is it
others.
now?
Excuse me, Captain Righteous, like you never vomited bile into someone's mind.
If you stick to my plan, all will be well. If you stick to my plan.
The token in her hand stops spinning and she grips it so hard that you see her skin turn red. Besides, remember that smell? It has grown so heavy and rich that you will pass out any moment now. Then the smell will take over your body and venture out into the world. What's fucked up is it would probably take care of your life better than you do. Pretend you're smelling pure roses. It does not work. You're about to be dispossessed of your own body, such as it is. Before the stench could wrestle control, the call is over with the angry press of a manicured fingertip. The tyrant has issued all the orders, it seems. Okay, I think, yeah, we did complete the intention. Oh, okay. Oh, Robin is her daughter. Yeah, she declined an offer to enroll at university. Okay. You did it once, you'll do it again. Once you cross that line, it becomes a part of you. Alright. Now we need to search Anita's car, I think, first. Not sure if you have the time, but let's try. Let's steal the car again. Yeah, apparently we do have a lot of time. So, let's drive south to max gas, where Anita's car should be parked. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Okay, this should be her car. Try to open the door. It's locked. Nobody will leave this fancy beast alone and unlocked. The car is locked. What a surprise. Now you only need to find an experienced criminal to show you the ropes, but there's probably a tutorial online. Okay, so we can probably check for one online using our phone, but we don't have internet. So let's try and ask Maxie.
I still don't know what to make of Frank vanishing just like that.
Oh, we already know about Frank disappearing.
Welcome to Max Gas. You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you want something else? We got no booze, mind you. Oh, you came to get her car? I expected that pal Travis, but if that's the case, you came for nothing.
Why did I come for nothing?
Because Frank, pal. If I was bleeding on the floor right here, right now, I wouldn't count on him to help me. That car is not fixed, and who knows when it will be. Will it be fixed? So, yeah, Travis can come, you can come, Anita herself can come herself. Doesn't matter, waste of time.
It's that bad.
Not as bad as what happened between those two during the ride.
What happened during
Don't
the
know
ride?
about the details, but when they arrived, Anita left his truck red in the face. Didn't even say bye. Frank was pissed all right, smoking 2 cigarettes at once, cursing like a sailor, left immediately after. Whatever they were talking about, it wasn't nice at all. They haven't fancied each other for some time now, you see.
It seems no one can get along with Anita except Travis.
Her head is high and all, and she and her outsider deserve each other. I tell you what, I would have loved to be in that car like a fly on the wall during their ride here. It must have been a festival.
A festival of carnage.
As we say around here, no bath without a bloodbath.
What happened to the car anyway?
Anita drove to Bothwood, probably to do some errand for a fancy place up there. But her car broke down and she had to call Frank. He is the only mechanic around here. And Lo and behold, her car is here to stay for a while. Or forever.
Why would Travis come instead of Anita?
She usually sends him. Like she doesn't want to have anything to do with us, like she divorced the whole valley instead of Ben.
So about that
What
car.
about the car? You're welcome? You're right. What about it? Well, my great-grandpops came to this land some 130-odd years ago with nothing but a herd of cattle and a desire to make a name for himself. Maynard K was his name. Slowly, with hard work and a lot of sweat and blood, he purchased the whole valley from the state. Made it his own. Our family filled its coffers and prospered and built a magnificent ranch manor house. Not anymore, they don't. Today's all about industrial farming. No cowboys in there, let me tell you. That's exactly what happened. What killed my family. Fucking industrialization of food production. It became much more profitable to cram as much cows as you can into concrete and metal boxes, make them live in their own shit and pump them full of antibiotics. I even heard the poor things are forced to eat their own dead. Yep. If I was a cow stuck in that shithole, I would have rammed my head into a wall as many times as necessary for my brain to leak out of my ears.
Sounds like a detailed plan, as if she has thought about this before.
Well, anywho, my grandpops Philip tried to persuade great-grandpops Maynard to modernize, to follow the new direction money could have taken him. They had an offer to make a co-op with General Meats. Maynard refused over and over again, and that caused some bad blood between the two. That was kind of the point, you know. If they industrialized the cows, Maynard would lose both the only thing he knew how to do and his way of life. So, Kays kept on doing as Kays ever did, herding through the whole valley. But the industrials were making more cheap meat over flooding the market, and eventually that choked the family business dead. And as his business was dying, Maynard died. I'm just grateful he bit the dust before all he built with his own 2 hands fell to nothing.
So the business fell apart after his death?
Yes and no. When Maynard died, there wasn't a whole lot left. Philip always claimed the old man died out of spite, but I think he died from a broken heart. Still, he tried to rally the family, to industrialize, but it was too little too late. We were cornered out of the Gray City market by then. So, with no source of income, the family was forced to declare bankruptcy and sell land back to the state at dirt cheap prices. And that was the end of us. Within 1 generation, rise and fall of the House of K.
Lady, I know stories. This is not the end.
It's the end for now. There are other stories about my family, but I ain't got the heart or mind to tell them.
Okay. More information about Frank. He towed Anita's car to the gas station to repair it. Okay. What else? Frank towed her car when it broke down earlier today. Alright. Let me check my phone. Call Ben. Let's call Ben again. You need a fresh angle. Oh, okay. Then check available Wi-Fi. You notice a flickering Wi-Fi network. Max gas. It's shaky, but it's just enough just to get you going. Alas, even those 3 bars are locked behind a password. Any chance I could get a Wi-Fi password?
Are you gonna buy something or what?
Oh, okay. How about a pack of gum?
A pack of gum coming right up. And the password is, damn, I think. Yeah, oh, that's right. Uppercase T3, ST, exclamation point, uppercase X, 5,
Oh my
uppercase
God.
V, 3R, 1 TA5. If my no good brother came up with that spewing, let me tell you, It's one of the easier passwords he came up with. You ought to see the awful mess of a daily password waiting on me back home. The thing looks like someone hit a keyboard while sneezing.
Alright. Okie dokie. Look up how to break into a car on the internet. Okay. Break into a car quickly. 2 videos. Click on the speedrun car breaking. Okay, let's check out the first one. What?
Hey yo, sly side, not gonna
Oh my
lie,
god.
not gonna waste your time. Just explain how to crack cars with a killer rhyme. Yours or not Sly's worry. If it's illegal, you better hurry. Or 5-0,
Oh my god.
well. Car's locked, so's the trunk. The handle has a button, you press it till you hear a clunk. And that's your tell, you sign you're doing it well. After that, easy peasy. Just press it in the rhythm, tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, open up the trunk door. Just crawl through that
Wow.
mother. Drive away before you get caught by the blue brother. Sly out.
Alright, Sly. Thanks and bye. Alright, we still have 3 minutes to try and break into Anita's car. Press and hold, I believe. That's it, and there's a clunk from the lock, just as I said. Then press in a 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm. And then it pops open like a jack in the box. Enter the car. Check the glove compartment. Take the notebook. Okay. Check the navigation system. Okay. Sloan Solutions Ltd. Financial advisory firms. Interesting. Check under the seats. You find only a handful of sticks of protein-infused chewing gum and another handful of nothing. Storage bins. Flip through the book. Check the sun visor. Take a closer look. The license looks decades old, the plastic tinged with a yellowish hue is spread to every edge. Anita, on the other hand, was young and striking. Her beauty is dimmed by a tired pallor, even youth can't mask, laced with a lingering fragility, an echo of a past she fought hard to leave behind. Well, no one ever looks their best in official documents. That's true. A birthday catches your eye, June 4, 1977. Okay, I've seen enough. Leave the car. Let's see. Okay. At least you know how to enter the car now. Let's look for clues to her secret in her room. This is for another intention. Uh, okay, let's search the notebook. What's on page 1? It just says Anita Lopez, month of August 2027. Flip through the notebook. I'll find a few meetings scheduled this month filled with names that mean nothing to you. See what else is there. Blank pages. You notice a filigree SS logo watermark adorning the upper right corner, a colorful chaos of overlapping pie charts, tangled flow charts. Maybe that's why Anita wanted to meet that Sloan fellow. Upon closer you realize it's the annual financial report for Kuiper Belt. While you're no expert, the mention of insufficient revenue suggests that the bar is facing a substantial loss. And then her car broke down with her business falling apart and you snooping around her dirty laundry. No wonder she's in such a great mood. Okay. Yeah. Alright, how to wake up.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Okay, we got to keep our willpower. Yes, and I have a question. If someone has an overwhelming need to control everything, what could be behind it? He raises a bushy eyebrow.
I'm sorry. Whom exactly are we talking about here?
Just an acquaintance of mine.
And this acquaintance is important. Why?
Answer me first and I'll return the favor. Fair enough?
Fair enough. There could be many reasons why someone develops an intense need to control others and their surroundings. More often than not, it stems from an experience of helplessness or deep uncertainty, usually rooted in childhood. Those experiences might have been triggered by traumatic events or events perceived as traumatic, without anyone there to provide comfort or safety.
Uncertainty hits hard, especially when you're a kid.
Indeed, they often feed off each other. Uncertainty can lead to helplessness, and helplessness breeds more uncertainty. Those experiences can lead a person to develop an intense need to control their environment, trying to ensure that they never have to feel helpless or uncertain again. As a child, they cling to routines, to what's familiar and predictable. Later in life, that need can grow into micromanaging, or worse, outright intrusion into the lives of those around them. With time, and often through therapy, such a person can learn to strike a balance between their need for control and the unpredictable nature of the world around them. I hope that satisfied your curiosity. Now
Yep.
be so kind as to satisfy mine. Why did you ask me that?
I ran into someone like that recently and I just wanted to understand her better.
I understand that. If needed, we'll revisit this topic next time then.
Of course.
Of course.
He glances
All right,
at the
then.
clock.
That's it for today. You should
Great.
go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
All right. Um, she missed some appointment when her car broke down. Frank towed her car to the gas station to repair it. You found the phone number in Nata's notebook, but to call it, you need to check the notebook again. This time loop, presenting items back to the original location, is pretty annoying. Okay. What? found the phone number and it doesn't but to call it. Okay. I guess we have to go back to the car because we did not have enough time
Coffee, you jerk!
to search the notebook.
Spit it out already!
But before we do
Come
that,
on, you thief!
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
let's see if Robin has more
Of
info
course
for
it's
us.
urgent. Our guests don't have... Hey, listen. I have to... Oh,
Yeah,
hello,
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to...
Okay.
All right, then. Let's
give
get
me
you
my
into your room.
keys.
Note number 6. The...
Okay. We
All
don't
right.
have any new info for now.
You open if I have to.
Drive south. Okay, so apparently I need to have the notebook in my inventory to be able to call that number. Go inside, pick up the notebook again. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? We found the phone number in Anita's notebook. Call it. Okay, we can now call the number. Call the number from Anita's notebook. The line rings and rings and rings endlessly like it's never going to stop. And just as you're about to hit the end call button, a deep, exaggerated masculine voice, clearly trying too hard, answers. Hello, thank you for calling Sloan Solutions. How can we assist you on this fine day? I was just checking if Anita Lopez maybe managed to meet with you today. And who might be asking? Unfortunately, we're not at liberty to disclose sensitive client information. Mr. Nightingale, Miss Anita Lopez's personal assistant. I didn't realize Miss Lopez had surplus funds, or even the need, but given your apparent obliviousness to her meetings, I take it you're budget-friendly. What a dick. Anyway, no, Miss Lopez missed our appointment. We'll send her the documents for review via email. Signing them is of utmost priority. Documents? Yes, I'm sure you're aware that the motel is officially in default due to Mr. Fleming's missed mortgage payments over the last 2 years. Wow. As the rightful owner, your Ms. Lopez reached an agreement with New Horizon Bank to have the foreclosure, along with the taxes, handled through the acquisition, which cannot proceed without her signature. Oh, the documents for the motel's documents. Wait a minute, who is our informer ASAP? Thank you. Well, that's an interesting development. Now, why would Anita want to meet this loan shark in person if she already agreed to let the motel go under? Drop the eggs herself? Or is she actually trying to save it? Okay, let's see. What... Lots of updates. She missed an appointment with a lawyer when her car broke down. Anita planned to pay off the motel's mortgage. You discovered that the motel is being bought by the bank. Sounds like it would be a good idea to convince Ben to tell you where Anita's things are. Okay, we can call him again, but after 8:30. Okay, hold to wrap up. Okay, we have a bunch of inspiration points. Okay. Let's drive back. O'Reilly is here, but we can't interact with her. Drive north.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Oh my god.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your... But of course, Mr. Harrow.
Alright, still 10 minutes away.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
Okay, I don't want to use the phone that in the loop ends. Yeah. Until Ben is available to talk, okay. Oh, fine. Let's play a game. Alright, let's call Ben. A friendly call from Anita's new boyfriend. Yeah. Smart. That way you don't have to pretend to be Travis. The phone rings once, twice, and then again. Each pause between the rings chips away at your hope that anyone will pick up, but then finally the call connects.
Hello?
His voice drifts through the line, hazy and unfocused. Good evening, Mr. Fleming, I presume. I'm Gene Harrow, your ex-wife's new boyfriend.
Ew. What happened to Travis? He finally had enough. Probably burned out like the rest of us. Welcome aboard. There's a crash course in surviving Anita, but I lost it somewhere. Hope you find it.
I've been informed that your motel will be repossessed. What is you're about to lose your job soon? No. I've been informed that your motel will be repossessed by the bank. Silence falls, weighted and uncomfortable, punctuated only by the sound of him clearing his throat, stalling, maybe, or just trying to find the right words.
Where's this coming from? I mean, yeah, it's possible. Actually, let's call it probable. Very probable.
Anita told me some of her items are still here. I've come to collect them.
Her items? You mean this stuff in the box is what she left behind?
Yep.
It's in the lost and found room. Should be a yellow box with blue markings.
For an ex-husband, you're surprisingly helpful. A backhanded compliment if there ever was one. Whether it lands as intended, well, that's anyone's guess. Anita's soul belongings are in the yellow box with blue stripes in the lost and found room. Yeah, I believe it's in this room. We've been here before, but okay. Let's interact with a lot of random boxes in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are labeled ban. One says documentation. Look for a yellow box with blue markings. There's a whole mess of things here. It's gonna take a while to sift through them all, even though you know exactly what you're looking for. After a bit of rummaging, you spot a box Ben mentioned, but inside there are three smaller ones. A cylindrical one, a green one, and a plastic one. Look in the green box. Inside the box, you come across a stack of old books of entrepreneurship and starting your own business. Serious classics, the kind people swear by, the kind that promise to change your life if you let them. It didn't help this motel, that's for sure. It wasn't just her, Ben was here too. He played his part, didn't he? Maybe he's the reason it all went wrong. Check the contents of the plastic box. Shoes all kinds, classy, for work, high heels, low heels, no heels, comfortable ones, torturous ones, anything you can imagine, and then some. Makes me wonder about her hat stash. If it's anything like this, she probably needs a warehouse just to store her legacy of fabric brims and flair. Explore the contents of the cylindrical box. There's a pile of notebooks, all dated from the 1990s, but the writing's a chaotic mess. Every page, it seems, is covered in sketches and doodles, tangled up in half-finished thoughts. It's raw, frantic. Looks like this was from the time when Anita was unhinged. A different side of her, the one she's been hiding from you all along, it adds up. Flip through the notebooks. You do your best to sift through the jumble of barely legible text. It's a disordered mix of thoughts, ideas, and dreams, all thrown together, impossible to follow like a tangled thread. Every now and then, certain words or phrases jump out, screaming for attention amidst the chaos. Examine the pages with Ben's name. It's all over the place. His name is scrawled everywhere like she was trying to exercise him or summon him back. On one page, his name is in a heart, erased in ink over and over until the lines bled together. On another, it's struck through so many times that the paper tore. And then there's a page where his name is written again and again. No spaces, just a relentless chain of letters. Like she couldn't stop, like she had to get it out, all of it, until there was nothing left. Almost like a mantra. Maybe he was a lighthouse bright, guiding yet blinding, just as much a beacon as he was the fog that swallowed it. A place of safety, sure, but also a place you'd run from when the light got too harsh. Read a passage where the word hope is repeated. Some words are unreadable, but you manage to piece enough together. Hope, the word sticks in throat like a splinter. Hope it's good to you through. Hope, 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 like a record that won't stop. Hope's a trickster, a liar. It gives, then rips away. I hate it. She was in a really dark place. Like you would have done any better if you were in her shoes. Look at the passage title, Not Alone. This one looks organized, stripped down, almost clinical, like it's been transcribed from somewhere else. Not alone, that's what we want you to understand. You might feel like the world has left you behind. It's okay if all you feel is anger, sadness, or nothing at all. But know this, there are hands that will hold you, voices that will speak when you can't, shoulders that will carry you when your strength is gone. You're not alone, not here, not now. You might not believe it yet, but we're here and we're not going anywhere. Together we keep turning right. Huh, this sounds so supportive. There's something ominous about it as well. Makes you wonder if this was pulled from some spiritual guidebook or one of those self-improvement manifestos. The drawings alongside the text are a strange mixed hollow, despairing faces and sounds that beam across entire pages. In one of the notebooks, two calendars from 1997-1998 are taped to the center. Most of the days are crossed out, like someone was counting down to something. Birthday? Whatever she was counting, it ends in 1998. The writing stops there too. I wonder what else is here. As you sift through the contents of the box, you uncover an old VHS camera tucked away in a clear plastic case. Inspect the camera. The camera itself looks worn but still in good condition. The tape's still inside, but there's no battery. Examine what else is in the plastic case. Aside from the bag and other camera accessories, there's an unopened battery, brand new, untouched, like someone bought it but never got a chance to use it. Unpack the battery and insert it into the camera. The battery fits perfectly and the camera has the juice now. Turn the camera on. The screen flickers to life, starting with the company logo. Then it jumps to a list of videos, each one creatively labeled as video, followed by a number. The titles offer no clue as to the content. Only one way to find out what's inside. Press the play button. The screen goes live with a close-up of Anita, like she's holding the camera pointed at herself. She looks young, way younger than today, but her face is pale, tired, like sleep's been avoiding her for years. The date in the corner reads 9 March 1996. Is she happy tired or just tired? Hard to say, looks and feels like the kind of tiredness sleep won't fix. The camera turns and installs a man. He looks older, worn down, like a train that was hit by another train and then pushed into a river. Ash, grey face, dark circles carved beneath his eyes, lips scorched and cracked. He looks sick, really sick. This guy's probably dead by now. If not, he truly is a testament to human endurance or maybe just stubbornness. Suddenly, Anita's voice cuts the silence from behind the camera. Ben, look what I bought. So that's Ben. The camera moves closer. His face feels the shot and it's even worse up close. The grainy footage makes it all feel like a cheap horror flick. His eyes are filled with nothing but desperation. He reaches out, hand brushing the camera before the picture jostles, shakes and cuts to the black. What the hell happened to that guy? Who knows? Whatever it was, it's on film. Start the recording titled Video 01. The small screen and low resolution barely let you see all the details, but after a few moments you realize it's the wedding recording. The camera focuses on the bride and groom at the table. They look familiar, younger, and with big smiles on their faces. And then it hits you. The couple are Anita and Ben. The date at the bottom of the screen reads 6 September 1999. Continue watching the tape. The cameraman moves through the banquet hall, weaving between guests. trying to capture the atmosphere and the people gathered there. The recording shifts to the entrance of the hall where the camera catches a group of teenagers talking, laughing, and playfully showing each other around. It's hard to tell them apart at first because the camera zooms in and out. One is dressed for the occasion, while the other two are in plain clothes. Still, they all seem to be having a good time. Let the film roll for a while. Suddenly, shouting erupts, and the camera swings to an obviously drunk man stumbling toward the teenagers from outside. The well-dressed kid walks to the man and tries to calm him down. Mr. K, please, they did nothing wrong. Mr. K, Maxine's father, maybe? Maxine Alexander, get out of her. Get out of here. You don't belong with this lot. Not here. The two of them bolt, leaving the well-dressed kid behind. Walter snarls at him. And you, Anderson, both stay away from making you out London scum. The frame quickly swings back to the hall, like the cameraman is pretending none of it ever happened. Looks like Max and Alex were raised with a strict no fun on Outlander. Anderson boy, Outlander, what the hell is this guy babbling about? Seems like it. The way he acted toward them, it wasn't just about the wedding. He was angry because of that well-dressed kid. Fast forward a little bit. Anita and Ben are back in the frame, sitting and talking to each other. The cameraman is clearly far away as he zoomed in to the max, so you can't hear the words. Still, but her smile and the way she touches Ben's cheek, it's clear that both are happy beyond words. He kisses her on the forehead and hugs her affectionately. This Anita appears so different from the one you've met, moody and quick to get into an argument. She was... People change, I guess. She changed so much that it's nearly impossible to grasp who she was or who she is now. Watch the footage named Video 02. An entrance to a large building appears on the screen. Judging by the people's uniform and ambulances, the cameraman is in front of the hospital. Here we are, almost there. A voice is heard, rasping and excited, and also out of breath. The date in the corner reads 9 April 2007. The camera swivels to the source of the voice. At first, you can't recognize the man standing there, but then it dawns on you. It's Ben. Not the Ben you saw before. This is a man reborn. Older, yes, but in that rare kind of way where time has treated him kindly. His cheeks are plump with a flush of health tinge with a rosy hue. The despair that once clung to his eyes like tar is gone, replaced by what? Hope? Happiness? A wide smile spreads across his face, revealing teeth that gleam. A man with something to smile about, as if he's just won the lottery or been given a second chance at life. Even healthy, he needs to go to the hospital. So he survived. Incredible. And then you see it's something that wasn't there before, the crutches. He's holding one in each hand, and as the camera zooms out, it becomes clear Ben's missing a leg. His trousers are pinned up where flesh and bone once were. Huh. Maybe it was an accident. You think of his hollow, sickly face in the earlier footage, a man who would dance too close to the edge, risk it all, a junkie for chaos, and this was the price. The cameraman follows Ben to the reception area where the nurse with a stern look greets him. I'm sorry, in which room is Anita Fleming? I'm Ben. Sorry, her husband. His voice is shaky and happy. The nurse's face brightens with a warm smile as she shares the room number and directions to get there. As he strolls down the dim hallway, a hauntingly familiar melody hums from his lips, something you haven't heard in ages. Sounds more like 20 Fingers Dancing. Either way, it's unmistakably a children's tune. They arrive in front of the room. Ben opens the door, and there she is, Anita, cradling a newborn in her arms. Robin, here is Daddy. Come meet your daughter properly, Dad. This must be Robin. Up close, her tiny face resembles a wrinkled mask, puffed up like a little balloon. She's crying with all the might her new lungs can muster. She's adorable, they both are. Joy radiates from Anita's tired eyes, a weariness that has nothing to do with the burdens of before. Open video 04. The recording is grainy and the picture jumps up and down as if the same fragment of tape has been overwritten countless times. Anita and Ben are somewhere on vacation. Towering pine trees and blankets of snow abruptly give way to sun-soaked beaches and the murmur of the sea. The dates blur and shift rapidly. The only certainty is that it spans the years between 2002 and 2006. They really did see the world, didn't they? The motel must have been thriving to have afforded them such experiences, especially before Robin was born. View the clip called Video 07. The recording flickers to life, showing a parking lot in front of the motel. Anita and Ben stand among a number of people. The date reads 17 October 2000. To the right of the couple is a woman in her 30s with a teenage boy and a small girl beside her. She's smiling, holding the girl's hand. I've never seen that woman before. She seems important to the couple, perhaps due to her position, but the focus doesn't linger on her long enough to catch a clear look at her face. The crowd chants, "Speech, speech, speech." The camera focuses on Ben, waving at everyone. Thank you all for joining us in this greatest of all moments. Your support has been truly important to us all. Special thanks to you, Barb. I owe you much more than support. You, along with Frank and Riley, will always be like family to me. The cameraman zooms in on the woman with the teenager and the girl. She's smiling, but there's a hint of sadness in her eyes. The boy looks obviously embarrassed, while the girl hugs her mom closely. So that's Frank and his mom and Riley. Wow. This tape seems full of surprises. You wonder what to see and hear by its end. Ben turns to Anita. She holds him under his arm and they walk to the entrance of the reception area draped in red tape. She pulls scissors from her handbag and cuts the ribbon while holding it with her other hand. The cameraman yells, "Now!" The crowd erupts, shouting, "The motel is now open!" Clapping fills the air. Some even clap their hands over their heads. Confetti flies around Anita and Ben, the wind catching it and scattering it everywhere. It's like colorful snow made of pure happiness. If only they knew what the future would bring. But this isn't about the future, it's about the here and now. And then and there, they were happy and hopeful. Run video 08. Anita stands surrounded by a group of people. Ben is nowhere in sight. No familiar faces here. The ambience also looks out of Rue Valley. The date in the corner reads 22 August 1998. Is this a celebration of divorce from Ben? Her wedding was after this, so no. Oh right, it was in 1999, I believe. One of the people you've never seen before clears his throat to get everybody's attention. As silence falls, he waves to the cameraman. The recording shakes as the cam guy adjusts something off screen. Suddenly, a song starts playing, muffled like it's from a portable speaker. This song sounds familiar. It stirs something deep within, a distant echo of bygone days, familiar yet foreign. He turns to Anita. This is a special moment for you and for all of us as well. I'm proud to give you a reminder of how far you've come since you first came to us. He hands her the small box. Anita gazes at it with a smile, humming along to the song's melody. I hope she opens it. Anita opens and takes out a small plastic token. That's the same thing she was holding in her hand tonight and fiddling with. As she smiles, the speaker says, "And don't forget, when the going gets tough, the whole group shouts, 'Turn right.'" They start clapping and embracing Anita. This feels like a cult. Anita turns to the camera, waving the token while the song increases in volume, and nothing can be heard over the melody. What is going on here? What kind of ceremony is this? What does that token mean? Why does she still have it so many years later? Obviously, what it represents is important. Turn right. I've heard that phrase before. You encountered it when you rummage through her notes. Maybe you should look for more info about it. Oh my god, okay. Lots of new information. His name is Frank Anderson. Okay, we knew that his name is Frank, but now we also know his last name. Riley is his sister. Okay. Okay. What's this? Anita has a special song. Maybe she would like to hear it once more. Right. Isn't there a piano or the Kuiper belt? You could test your musical abilities. Okay, so that's our next stop. Congratulations, Detail. You managed to dig up someone's past and obtain valuable information. Perfect. Okay, what else do we have? Riley Anderson. Her name is Riley Anderson. She's Frank's sister. Alright. I'm not sure if we still have time to reach Kuiper Belt, but we will try. Yep. Oh, no, no. We do not have enough time, unfortunately. So we need 5. We need 5, but we do not have. We only have 3. I think I could have remembered the dream if we didn't commit to that intention.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yep.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions. But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible. That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit this. However,
Yeah, I
since
already
this is your
know.
first session,
Okay, let's go to the Kuiper Hotel now. Kuiper Belt, sorry.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Okay, took 15 minutes maybe. Anita is a special song, maybe she would like to hear it once more. Isn't okay, but I think we have to wait for her to finish talking on the phone. Yeah. Play the song for Anita. She's still outside, but even when she comes in, you'll have to pick the right moment. That's alright, I'll wait.
that melody? Why did you play it? Here. Now. I did. I loved that song. I'd forgotten how much it meant to me. Especially during one moment in my life, a long time ago. The support group made a thing out of it. They wanted me to feel like it was an achievement. To let me know how important a step it was. It was the day I'd been clean for a year. It's funny that this song popped up today, alongside another achievement. I decided to respect my daughter's and my ex-husband's decisions. This might seem like an easy thing to do, but trust me, in my case, it's far from it. Funny, you're the second person I've told all of this today. And that's not even the strangest part. The first person I told, someone I know and utterly despise. And now here you are, a complete stranger. I couldn't even imagine more opposite people if I tried. Maybe that's the thing, though. We can only be truly honest when the listener either hates us or knows absolutely nothing about us. There's a kind of freedom in having no expectations to live up to. Thank you for the song and your ear. I think I'll stay here for a while.
Okay, I think, yeah, let's see. I think will remember the dream. We tried to leave this damn motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Dream recalled. Interesting. Let's see what will happen now.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be and will surely be coming back to this, but for now, I just...
Yep.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit... However, since this is your first session, I'll allow
could you help me make sense of a dream I had? A dream? The doctor raises his left eyebrows, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it'd be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we don't have right now. But I worry I might forget some of the details if we wait until tomorrow. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today focusing on the most vivid aspects, and we'll continue with a deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please go ahead and share your dream. Share the dream about checking out of the motel. And that's when I woke up, very thirsty. Dr. Fink nods his head, looking at you intensely. Thank you for sharing it with me, Mr. Harrow. The suitcase, the struggle with the checkout forms, and the malfunctioning vending machine, they all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive. What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? It jerked like something was inside trying to get out. And when it opened, your belongings had become snakes. What does that transformation suggest to you? They weren't my things anymore, they were free. And your first instinct was to slam the lid shut to contain it. Why not just leave it there? They looked dangerous, I couldn't let them loose. Really? Why did you shove it under the bed then? Yeah, I don't know. I panicked. Mr. Harrow, there's no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to a perceived threat in the way that felt most natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy, but when we consistently choose to bury our problems rather than face them, we are merely postponing a confrontation. Now let's touch upon other elements of your dream. The checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more the ink consumed everything. What do you think the form represents in the process of leaving? It's proof that I was here, that I'm done. And the ink, what does it mean that it spread and ruined your writing? It felt like something was sabotaging me. So naturally, you snatch another phone and sent it over, but even on the new phone, the ink seeped through. What does that tell you? That it's hopeless, the system is broken. But nevertheless, you continued, writing on a phone that was already ruined. Why not just leave it? Then it wouldn't be over, it would be like I was never really here. You felt compelled to complete a process that was, by that point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black on black, a perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do. Even when your actions had no effect, the performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to place the blame on the broken system rather than on the fact that you may need to change your approach. But let's move into another symbol for now. I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back again and again. How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need and then consistently denied it? Frustrating. And yet your response was to insert another coin and another, what you were hoping would change. I thought maybe this time it would just work. It had to, eventually. So you continue the same action with the same tool expecting a different result. Why not stop? Why not walk away and find butter somewhere else? And admit I wasted all that money? Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in a battle you know you're losing than disengage and admit the strategy is flawed. You became so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to quench your thirst, was completely forgotten. This is a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Harrow, because it masquerades as perseverance. You are convincing yourself that sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding from the fact that your chosen solution is broken. The doctor's gaze pierces through your soul. Now let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario, you encountered an obstacle, and in each you chose a similar path. When faced with the terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with a futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacles, but your reflexive responses to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategies you use to avoid confronting what is truly troubling you. I'm not avoiding anything, I'm doing what needs to be done. And that is the heart of the issue. These need to be done actions have consistently failed to resolve anything. You are treating the symptoms while ignoring the illness. I cannot tell what specific burdens you carry, but I can see the weight of them in your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. That refusal is the one problem that makes all others impossible to address. Until you can face that, you remain stuck, endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event but the result of built-up tension? I ask you to make sense of the dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about how my own mind is the problem. The loop you need to break is this very cycle of denial. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. You'll either find it in you to admit this, or things are not going to get better. Not here, and certainly not out there. He glances at the
All right,
clock
then.
as always.
That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Okay, our next intention that we need to complete is to search Maxine's room. But this is a task for another episode. Thank you everyone for watching and see you in the next loop. Take care, bye bye.